Friends. Good morning. Hope you all are doing well. I am in a new little setup here. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes for folks to join. And if you're watching live, please say hi so that I know you're there. I want to see your comments this morning and hear from you all. If I can get my chat to work. Why is my chat not working? My chat's not loading. For some reason, what's going on? Why is my chat not loading? Why is there always something every single day? Me, myself, and I. Hold on. I have a link here that I can open and maybe see the chat. All right. I see there's 14 people watching, but for some reason my stinking chat isn't loading, which is stinky. Because if I can't, now I see yours, Robin. Hey, Cindy. I think there might have been some more chat before, but I can't see any comments. Can you guys hear me okay? Hold on, guys. I'm going to see if I can refresh my screen and get my chat up. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Now my chat's loading. It's going to catch up. All right. So I may look like I'm in a little bit of a different area. So I've had a lot of feedback for a while that I've gotten a few messages that, oh, your kitchen's not, I don't like it as much as your old kitchen. It's not as warm and cozy. And it wasn't the fact that I'm in a different kitchen. It's the fact that I was so far away from the camera. And everybody, right? Take two. Everybody said that it was harder to see. They couldn't see what I was cooking. They couldn't see my face as well, which why you want to see that, I don't know. But my admins and I, so my husband and I came down here last night and he moved things around to try to make it better. And we played around and messed around. And this setup is what we landed on. So tell me all in the comments, what do you think? Is this a better setup? I'm closer to the camera. I'm back to my old camera. I am back to my GoPro. I am back to my microphone on my laptop and not my voice microphone. I'm just back to my old standbys and it does seem better. I'm closer to the camera. Good. All right. All right. Today we're going to make Bam cake, but not any old Bam cake. I'm going to make, you know what it is, Cindy? The camera is straight on. The other camera expanded things to make it look bigger, and it made my head right in the center. So if I moved, it kept my head in the center. I'm glad you guys like this better. All right, awesome. Yay! Maybe we can get views back up there. For a while, there was like 140 people joining every live. Then I get my new kitchen and it's like 21. And let me say to those 21 that kept joining, thank you for not ditching me while my camera was not that great. I tried to get too fancy. That's right, Tracy. I tried to get too fancy. Now I got to return about $1,000 worth of equipment. Hopefully, everybody cross their fingers. All right, Bam cake. If you've never had Bam cake is THM's Bust a Myth cake. Bust a Myth is because I guess the myth is that you can't have good cake when you're trying to eat healthy, but that's a myth. So bust a myth, Bam. There's a pumpkin Bam, there's a caramel apple Bam, and there's a typical banana Bam. Meredith, the faithful 21 who stuck around through it all. So today I'm going to make, if you haven't tried my fall y'all balls, y'all, they're fabulous. If you came to my retreat, you got to try the fall y'all balls, and they're absolutely fab. So today I'm going to turn that into a Bam cake. I'm going to make my own version of Bam cake called Fall Y'all Bam cake. And it's going to be pumpkin, apple, cinnamon, caramel, maple, pecan, cardamom flavor. My balls are fabulous. Vicky. All right. So the first ingredient that you use in Bam cake is you got to whip up your egg whites. Now, my egg whites are egg mates. They're yellow. I've never tried to whip these. Will they whip the same way regular? Oh my gosh, I'm back to having my drawer on the side of me. I feel like I'm home again. This is so much better. All right, I'm going to whip up this. I don't know if it's going to whip like regular egg whites because I have never tried to whip yellow these things that have salt, onion powder, and xanthan gum. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. Let's whip it and whip it good and see what happens. Yes, we are making this on the fly, Meredith. You're probably right, Trace. You're probably right, my friend. It probably won't whip, but if it doesn't, who cares? If you're making this, go ahead and use regular egg whites that you know will whip. I don't care. Just go ahead and rinse that off over my clean dishes that are in the sink. Why not? All right. We're going to whip this up. You could use cream of tartar. I can't find mine. I know there's cream of tartar in this house somewhere. I can't find it. There's onion powder in egg whites. I'm not putting it in my cake, but there's onion powder in yellow egg whites. All right. Good morning, Caitlin. Yes, 1 cup. What the heck is that? Some kind of nonsense. All right. We're going to do 1/2 teaspoon. Go ahead and clean your teaspoons prior to using them of xanthan gum. And we're going to whip it up. Again, if you're going to use cream of tartar, use 3/4 teaspoon. I don't have any. I mean, I'm sure I do, but I just can't find it. Which, that probably doesn't surprise you a whole lot. All right, let's whip it up. Oh, wait, I can turn this. There we go. I've never used this as a mixer. Let's move this down here so it doesn't end up all over my computer. You don't, Bonnie? You don't whip your egg whites? Good to know. You don't have to whip your egg whites then. Just skip that part. Don't bother. I'm going to try it. Smell funny. It smell a little off. Good to know. All right. Then they whipped. They're nice and thick, kind of like a whipped cream. All right, it worked. So you can just skip that part. If it's not necessary, don't waste your time. If it doesn't make a difference in the cake, don't waste your time. This will freeze fabulously. Absolutely fabulously. I know it. I haven't even made it. I'm making it on the fly, but I can tell you it will freeze beautifully. All right. Now we're going to do, let me put this back on the charger so I can charge. Oatmeal. Where's my blender? Oh, it's over here. I washed it apparently. Now I'm making a totally different version, Bonnie, of Bam cake. So hopefully this will freeze well. It should. I don't know why not. Regular Bam cake. What? Tracy, Bam cake is fabulous. I love the original. Just the original banana Bam cake is my favorite. But this one's going to be my new favorite because it's fall, y'all. All right, so with Bam cake, there are 2.5 cups of rolled oats. 2 cups go in the blender, and 1/2 cup goes in the mix. So 2 cups in the blender to make a flour. Whoops, 1/2 cup straight in your mix. I'm using sprouted rolled oats from Thrive Market because I like sprouted. Yes, girl. It's gonna have a gloss stain. Hi, Beverly. From, where did I just see that? Pendleton? Where did it go? The comment just disappeared on me. Beverly Pendleton. That's what. Hello from Central Missouri. I thought I said you were from Pendleton. I can't read. All right, blend these up and make a flour. You can see Brenda better from here too, right? Get back up there. All right. Some oat flour. It was me too, Mallory. I had 1 piece of it, Cindy. It was delicious. Cindy brought me some Bam cake, and it's in my freezer. And I've had some of it. I had some on the way to church last week. It was so good. You could use oat flour if you have oat flour, Vicki. You absolutely could. This is just turning your oats into oat flour. You absolutely could use already made oat flour. All right. Pumpkin. We're going to put a little pumpkin in here. I'm going to put, this is a guess, I'm going to go with 3/4 cup of pumpkin. Where's the quarter? I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to go with 3/4 cup of pumpkin. So fall y'all recipes, like the fall y'all balls that Serene loves, by the way. Pearl and Serene love my fall y'all balls. I would just like to make that announcement for the world to hear. Serene likes my fall y'all balls. That is important info to share. The flavor, fall y'all, just means if there's a fall flavor out there, it goes into the recipe. And that's why we're making fall y'all cake. It's, like I said at the start, it's going to be pumpkin, caramel, apple, cinnamon, maple, cardamom, pumpkin. Did I ever say pumpkin? Pumpkin. We're going to chop up an apple. If you can find the apple that you brought downstairs, it's right here. I'm not going to bother. I have missed you, Tracy Allen, desperately. Very much. All right. I am going to not peel the apple because I could care less if I got a little skin in my apple. I like apple skin. I'm all right with it. My mother had a sugar low. Yeah, basically, Meredith. I'm going to chop this into really tiny pieces. I know I do, Melissa. My mother tried one of these apples the other night. She had a sugar low, and I couldn't get her sugar. I made her drink orange juice, and she drank a bunch of orange juice, and her sugar still was dinging at her that it was low. And so I cut up an apple and made her eat some of it. And then the next day, she saw the apples on the counter, and she says, I don't care for that type of apple. I said, you don't like these? These are Gala. She said, oh, I didn't realize they were Gala. I thought they were something else. She said, I've never had one of those apples. I said, you ate one last night. No, I didn't. Okay, Mom. She don't remember because her sugar was low. Apple extract would be a fabulous addition to this. I cannot, for the life of me, find my apple extract. I used it at the retreat, and now I can't find it. I just need to order some more. But apple extract would be a great addition. If you have any, throw a teaspoon or so in. but I'm going to put a whole apple. It is scary. I hate it when her sugar gets like this. She gets the stupids. Let me just tell you. She's like, she can't form a thought. And she's like, slow motion. Everything is slow. And she walks and she's like, drink this orange juice, mother. I hate it. I hate it with every bit of me when that happens to her. And then she had a sugar low and she had to climb the stairs in the middle of the night because she forgot to bring her glucose tabs downstairs. So I was sound asleep. She's up here tripping over stairs to get up here. It is. It's just like a drunk person. It's just like she's toasty. All right. Apples. I used to hate apples. So was she, Mallory. Dad came home one time and she was laying on the floor with all the dogs on top of her. He called the ambulance. Her sugar was like 30. Her sugar was below 40 the other night because all of her sensor was saying was low, which means it was below 40. I hate it. I'd rather have her sugar be 400. I think these are Gala apples, Tracy. I think that's what I bought. It's Gala. Nope. These are Honeycrisp. I take that back. I remember now. These are Honeycrisp. I got them at the local orchard. These are Honeycrisp, and they're so good. They're really good with Coach Canada's Real Deal peanut butter on them. All right. One medium apple or Gigantor. Ew, I don't like salt on apples. Oh my gosh, Tracy. That's scary. That is scary. All right. Eat what the fuck on our counter. All right, now we're going to put in some spices. Cinnamon, which I left in here. I tried to get all my ingredients out first. Let's do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I'm going to taste this after and see how it is. See if it's, I may need to add more extracts, but I'm starting with quite a bit, but I'm going to try it after. So 2 teaspoons of maple extract. It was 3/4 of a cup of pumpkin, Cindy. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of caramel extract. Again, apple if you have it. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of pecan extract. So this is like super extract heavy, and that's okay. All right, we're going to do baking powder. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, not bacon powder, but baking. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Cardamom. How much cardamom do you think we need? Exam extract. What's that? You mean apple? Or pecan? You mean pecan. Was I supposed to say pecan extract, Jennifer? Cardamom is strong. I'm going to start with a quarter teaspoon. I'm going to start with a 1/4 teaspoon, and I may add more, but I'm going to start with that because cardamom is slap you in the face strong. But it's important. It's chai. It's what goes in chai to make it taste all chai-like. All right, now we need 1 cup of Greek yogurt, and I fear that I may be a little light on yogurt. And if I am, I might just blend up a little cottage cheese because I don't think I have a whole cup of Greek yogurt, but I want a whole cup. And I also need some for the glossing, so I need to save out a couple. Maybe I'll just go light on it and not worry about it. Okay, I need the rest for the glossing. Oh my gosh. Look how that landed. It landed just like this. Oh, thank God, I don't have to waste it. It landed upright. This, however, landed on the floor where the spiders go. So we need to clean that off a little bit. That was close. That's what my mom is, Debbie. Yep, mom's brittle diabetic. You do, Cindy? Good to know. All right, then I'm going to replace the remainder. If Cindy says it'll work, then it'll work. I'm going to replace the remainder of my Greek yogurt with cottage cheese. I'm going to blend it up in my Ninja, though. Do you blend it, Wetzel? Or do you just slap it in there? Do I need to blend it? I mean, it's not necessary, really, to blend it, is it? I'm going to wait here until Wetzel answers me. It is. You're right. Yes, they are, Vicky. We took a picture of one the other day that, I kid you not, was orange and this big, and it had spines on its back. He looked like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle carrying a little shell on his back. He was freaky. All right, Cindy hasn't answered me yet. If I need to blend my oh, probably not. She mixes it with her hand mixer. All right, I'm just going to replace it with cottage cheese. However, I would put in the recipe. Ooh. What's the date on this? Oh, we're good. It's just a little thick from being in the back of it. Well, I barely have enough. We'll put on the recipe 1 cup of yogurt, but worst case scenario, replace it with questionable cottage cheese. All right. Ew, put that in there. 1 cup of questionable cultured dairy. I know you all just went. All right. 1 cup of I got the baking soda. Oh, Gentle Sweet. 1/2 cup of Gentle Sweet. I don't think it, does this call for milk? My glossing does have milk. I am going to put milk in my glossing. I got to make some milk. Is there milk in this recipe? I hope I didn't miss that. No, there isn't. All right. Gentle Sweet. 1/2 cup. Half a cup of Gentle Sweet. And then I'm going to mix it all with my hand mixer that I just washed and put away on the charger. And then we're going to taste it and see if we need to tweak it. And then I'm going to just leave it sitting here, and I'll take it upstairs to bake it. You're not going to see the end product unless you watch my Facebook page for updates. Shameless plug. If you're not following Joyful Life with KJ on Facebook, you need to do it. All right, let's zing this up. If you can figure out. Whoa, that thing's powerful. We got some heat. Oh my word. This thing is too powerful. Can I turn that down? Oh, it was on. Oh, there's a turning knob. Hey, Lauren. There's a turning knob. What do you know? Now you just turn it up like that. Not too high. Calm down. I need a step stool. All right. It does. Sounds like a screaming cat. I got it everywhere. It's too bad I don't own 67 aprons. Oh my gosh. Oh, great. Having this set up like this, you can see me bending over in front of the camera again. All right, let's taste it. Let's see how it is. It looks delightful. Looks like the color I was going for. I'll be darned if that don't taste like those Fall Y'all balls. There's no legs on it. Can I just eat this like this? This is great. All right. I think it could use a touch more cardamom. I think we can do a half teaspoon of cardamom. I think we need some salt. Okay, so I'm going to add another quarter teaspoon. So it's going to be half a teaspoon of cardamom. I think it needs a quarter teaspoon of salt in it. Quarter teaspoon of salt. I think it can use some peanut butter flavor. Do I have any peanut powder down here? I think it needs a little peanut powder. That's oat fiber. Hold up. I know I'm off. Oh, look, I just found some. I need some peanut powder. I'm going to do, I don't want to change the science. I'm going to do half a cup. Nope. That's a third. Oh, this big one is a half cup. I'm going to go with a half a cup of peanut powder. It might be too much, but I'm going to go with that and maybe add a little liquid. I don't know. We're going to zing it up and see. It might be just right. Did I put that stupid mixer away again? No, I didn't. Stuff is flying everywhere. Now it's too peanut buttery. It's good, but it's more peanut butter than anything else. The cardamom is good. I'm going to go ahead and add another quarter cup of pumpkin. Poor Cindy. I'm going to add another quarter cup of pumpkin and make this 1 cup of pumpkin instead of 3/4 of a cup. And I'm going to add a little more cinnamon. Oh, I forgot nutmeg. 1/4 teaspoon, no, 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Let's do cinnamon. Did you get that, Wetzel? 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Where did I put my cinnamon? It's right here. Let's do, how much cinnamon? Either one, I think, Jennifer, would work perfectly. I think either one would work perfectly. I've done 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Let's make it 3. Let's make it 3. And let's do 1 extra teaspoon of maple. People can be like, 3 teaspoons, that's my whole bottle. Calm down, do it. It'll be worth it. All right, I think this might be it. It's getting... It is an Emerald Lagasse, and it's an immersion blender. Some kind of chopper. No, immersion blender and this. And it does one other thing, but I don't remember what it is. It does one other thing. It's a 3-in-1. That's better. I don't think it needs stevia with the apple. We're done. Tastes like ball. In a ball. Well, not in a ball. In a cake. All right, let me get my spray. Where's my cooking spray? Where do you think I put that? Right here. All right, I can't bake this down here because this is not going to fit in my little cute little Emerald Lagasse. Ben. Oh, is that a hair? No, it isn't. No, it isn't. My pan is clean. Don't fret. I would say bake this. Somebody go look up the BAM recipe. Tell me how long you bake it at what temperature. Does anybody know? The original BAM. Cook it the same amount of time, I'm thinking. I will have an update for you after I bake it. If it needs more time, yes, it's a 9x13, Cindy. If it needs more time, then we'll make sure the recipe is up to date with how long it actually took. Yeah, 350, I think, is the original anyway. Well, I'll say one thing about this setup. I'm getting a lot more food on the floor. All right. Spread that around 35 to 40 minutes on 350. If that changes, we'll reflect it in the website or in the recipe when we write it up. But all right, this I will go put in the oven upstairs because it's not going to fit in my little oven. But let's make a glossing to go with it because that's going to be the pièce de résistance. What does that mean? Does anybody know? I don't. But that's going to be an important piece of the equation. I need to make nut milk. I'm all out of nut milk. All right, this is oat powder already in there, so I'm going to go ahead and make oat milk. Make me a little oat milk. I'm all out. And I need it for the... I'm not cleaning my blender because I just made oat flour in it, and that's all you make oat milk out of anyway. Okay, now we have oat milk for the recipe. All right, let's make glossing. I never measure it. All right, I'm glad you guys are liking the setup better. That makes me feel good. All right, 2 tablespoons of Neuchâtel, whatever. Low-fat cream cheese. This is an E. You don't need lots of fat, so calm down, okay? Don't be putting lots of fat in your E's. You only need a touch. This is supposed to be softened, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it again in the microwave, just like you're really not supposed to. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I need a knife. They're over here. 2 tablespoons of 1/3 fat cream cheese. So Neuchâtel. 2 tablespoons. Make sure it's soft. I'm going to go over here to my microwave. You're just going to have to lose me for a second. Hang tight. All right. I'm going to warm it up for 20 seconds and I'll plop that in. I used oat milk powder, Kim. This is oat milk powder. I make most of my, oh man, I had a cream cheese open. Most of my milks that I use, I make from Joy these days because they're such time savers. All right. 2 tablespoons of softened cream cheese. You know what I need down here? There's a friggin' dishwasher. Friggin'! Not just a dishwasher, but a friggin' dishwasher. All right. 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. Fortunately, that's exactly what I have left. This has been frozen a time or two in the back of my fridge, so it's extra special. Thank you, Sebastian, for that lovely dog hair. All right, 2 tablespoons of that. What else did I write down? 2 tablespoons of Gentle Sweet. This, you don't have to make this until your frosting is, until your cake is all made. But, I'm not going to leave you high and dry and not show you the best part. 2 teaspoons of nut milk. Yes, I just made this entire pitcher for, I think we're going to need more than 2 teaspoons, so I'm going to wait. Okay, let's go back to the beginning, shall we? 2 tablespoons of Neufchâtel, 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, non-fat, of course, 2 tablespoons of the Gentle Sweet. You could use Swerve if that's what you have. Half a teaspoon. I don't know. Does that feel like a lot? Half a teaspoon of cardamom. Let's start with a quarter. Let's just be careful. Cardamom. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. So that's a quarter teaspoon of cardamom. We're going to do half a teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to do half teaspoon of caramel extract. We're going to do half teaspoon of pecan extract and half teaspoon of maple extract. And I would also recommend a little sprinkle of nutmeg. Just a little touch of nutmeg. I would also recommend apple extract, a teaspoon of apple extract, but I don't have any. I know I do. Let me look one more time. Maple, pistachio, rum, black cherry, banana, cotton candy. That'd be disgusting. Bourbon. 1 teaspoon of apple extract. That seems like a lot of extracts, but that's okay. If it's too much, I'll change it. And then let's do a tablespoon of nut or almond or oat milk. Could have put that apple extract in my cake. I did find it. All right, let's zing this up. Oh man, this thing is filthy. Let's do 2 tablespoons of nut milk. Scrape down the sides there. All right. I need something to taste it with. Okay. Cindy, whatever I put on there for extracts, caramel, maple, pecan, and apple, cut them all in half. Because that's legit some alcohol. I'm going to have to add a little, I'm going to have to up my glossing. I'm going to have to add, I'm going to be drunk. I'm going to have to add, calm down, something thick. I'm out of Greek yogurt. I'm out of cottage cheese. I'm going to have to add a little extra cream cheese, which will add a little extra fat to my cake, but not that much because this is low fat. Oh, this one's kind of crusty. Where did I put that container? Right here. I need to add a little extra to kind of, okay, whatever I said for extracts, do half of that. Oh, that one is just not, we're not going there. Where'd the other one go? Okay. I'm going to go with another couple of tablespoons. So 1 tablespoon of this stuff. 2 tablespoons has 6 grams of fat. And this is for a whole cake. And it's the only added fat in the whole cake. So it actually might be okay because, well, I found it, Cindy. It's right here. It was, let's see. This is 2 tablespoons. This is 12 grams of fat for the whole cake. So we're fine. Maybe I'll even tell you to hold on. Just hold on. This is getting more complicated as it goes. If I do, maybe the extracts should stay as they are if I put extra cream cheese in it. It'll be extra cheesy. I don't know. Let's just zing it up and taste it, and then we'll know. Let's see. This is going to be thick like a frosting. I think it's, look at that. Look at how thick that is. All right, what did I put in there? Okay, I want the cinnamon to remain at half a teaspoon. I want the apple to be 1/2 a teaspoon and not a whole teaspoon. I want the cardamom to be whatever I said it was, 1/2 teaspoon. Did I say quarter or half? Oh, I have to go back and watch that. What did I say for cardamom? 1/4 teaspoon. Did I say a half or quarter? Does anybody know? Where did I put the cream cheese? I want to put it back in the fridge. What did I do with it? Did I already put it back in there? I did. Okay, so 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom. Leave that alone. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Let's do a 1/4 teaspoon of caramel extract, a 1/4 teaspoon of maple extract, and a 1/2 teaspoon of apple. Let's do 4 tablespoons of low-fat cream cheese because this is really good. There we go. Done. Oh, I just might drink that for breakfast. I'm going to put that right in the fridge. It's going to probably thicken up a little, but that's okay. If I need to warm it up, I will. And then I'm going to bake my cake for 35 to 40 minutes on 350. And then when it's just barely warm, I'm going to pour that glossing over there. And then I'm going to eat it with my face. And I can't wait. All right. That's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to, what did I do with my Joy, my nut milk? I left it sitting out overnight over there. I got to go wash that before I can put my nut milk away. I hope you like this setup better. Does everybody agree that this is better than the old way? Do you like it? This is back to like it was at home, just in a little bit different setup. So I hope you liked it. I hope you had fun, and I hope this cake doesn't suck. I love you all. Thanks for joining me. And if you haven't seen, Tuesday night is no-bake pumpkin cheesecake. And Mama Joyful is going to be here with me. And we're going to make pumpkin no-bake cheesecake together. And it's going to be fabulous. I can't wait. That class is $15. If you are part of Holy Healthy Holidays, you get it for free. So make sure you check your email because the link is in there. If you would like to join us, it's $15. Or you can purchase all 6 of my upcoming holiday cooking classes where we will Zoom cook things together. And there may be chaos, but most likely it will be organized chaos because I'm teaching you and I'm not just winging it. Well, I kind of am winging it because these are all original recipes. And if you think I've tried the recipes out ahead of time, you're probably wrong. I like to live on the edge. So go register for that, www.joyfullifewithkj.com. Click on live cooking classes and you will be able to purchase the cooking class there. I love you so much. Have a wonderful Saturday. I have got a royal mess to clean up. But look, can you see this? Look down here. I have a big old mess to clean up. I'll see you back tomorrow for more devotions. If I don't see you for devotions, I will see you Monday for more chaos in the kitchen. I love you guys. Bye. They said something about holding it down while it blends, so maybe I should have done that. You're gonna come.